Hello everyone. Welcome back to our English story channel. Today, you will learn easy English through a powerful real lifestyle story. This story is about a young woman who suddenly lost her job. She believed her life was over, but one difficult day changed everything. Stay with me until the end, because this story has an emotional lesson you will never forget. Hello, my name is Sophie. I am 24 years old. I live in Manchester, England. I worked in a small marketing company. I loved my job every day. My team felt like a second family. Every morning, I smiled before work. I believed my future was safe. One Monday morning, everything changed. My manager asked me to enter his office. His face looked serious and quiet. My heart started beating very fast. I did not know what was happening. I took a deep breath and sat down. That moment changed my whole life. My manager looked at me with kind eyes. He stayed silent for a few seconds. Then he gave me a small envelope. My hand started to shake. He said, "Sophie, I am very sorry. The company is reducing staff today. Your position is no longer available." I could not believe his words. Everything became quiet around me. I tried to speak, but no words came out. I slowly packed my desk. My coworkers hugged me before I left. I walked out carrying a small cardboard box. The cold wind touched my face outside. I felt like my world had fallen apart. I walked home instead of taking the bus. I wanted time. My phone stayed silent all afternoon. I kept asking myself one question. What will I do now? My rent was due next week. My savings were very small. Fear slowly filled my mind. When I reached home, I closed the door. I sat quietly on the floor. Tears rolled down my face. I felt lonely for the first time. I thought I had failed in life. I did not know what came next. That night, I could not sleep. The next morning, my phone finally rang. It was my grandmother, Grace. She asked, "How are you today, Sophie?" I could not hide my sadness. I told her everything. She listened without interrupting me. Then she said, "Losing a job is not losing yourself." Her words stayed in my heart. She asked me to visit her that afternoon. I agreed without thinking twice. We drank tea together in her small garden. She smiled and held my hand. She reminded me of my strengths. For the first time, I felt a little hope. I decided not to give up. The next day, I opened my laptop. I updated my resume carefully. I searched for new jobs online. I sent many applications. Some companies never replied. Some emails said, "We are sorry." Every rejection hurt my confidence. Still, I kept trying every day. I also learned new marketing skills online. I practiced speaking with confidence. I believed small progress still mattered. Slowly, I felt stronger inside. My fear became determination. I promised myself to keep moving forward. I knew my story was not over. One Friday morning, I received an email. A company invited me for an interview. I smiled for the first time in weeks. I prepared carefully that evening. I practiced my answers in front of the mirror. My grandmother wished me good luck. The interview was on Monday morning. I arrived 30 minutes early. The receptionist welcomed me warmly. I took a deep breath and stayed calm. The interviewers asked thoughtful questions. I answered with honesty and confidence. They thanked me for my time. I left with hope in my heart. I knew I had done my best. 3 days later, My phone rang again. My hands started shaking with excitement. The hiring manager introduced herself. She said, "Sophie, we have good news." I held my breath. She offered me the job. I could not stop smiling. Tears filled my eyes with happiness. I thanked her again and again. Then I called my grandmother. She laughed with joy. She said, "I always believed in you." I finally believed in myself too. Losing one job led me to a better future. That difficult day became a new beginning. My first day at the new company finally arrived. I woke up before my alarm. I wore my best blue jacket. I looked at myself in the mirror. This time, I saw confidence instead of fear. My new coworkers welcomed me with warm smiles. The office felt friendly and peaceful. My manager introduced me to the whole team. Everyone was patient and supportive. I quickly started learning new tasks. I asked questions without feeling embarrassed. Every answer helped me grow. I realized I belonged there. I smiled all the way home. I felt grateful for my new beginning. A few months passed very quickly. I became more confident every day. I improved my skills through hard work. My manager trusted me with bigger projects. My teammates appreciated my ideas. I even helped new employees feel comfortable. One evening, I thought about my old job. I no longer felt angry or broken. I understood that every ending teaches something. Losing my job had changed my mindset. It made me stronger than before. It taught me to believe in myself. I finally stopped fearing change. I smiled because I had grown. My greatest setback became my greatest lesson. Today, I still remember the day I lost my job. It was painful, but it did not define me. I learned that difficult times never last forever. Every challenge can teach us something valuable. I stopped blaming myself for the past. I chose to believe in a better future. Step by step, my life became brighter. My confidence returned with every new success. I became stronger than I had ever imagined. Now I face problems with courage instead of fear. I know that every ending can become a new beginning. I am proud of the person I have become. Losing my job was not the end of my story. It was the beginning of a better life. Thank you for listening to my story.